The Spirit who dwells in you will give life someday to your mortal bodies, just like He raised Jesus from the dead. So then, brethren, we are not debtors. We're not under obligation to the flesh. Never done anything for us. This old rebellious self of ours. You don't owe the flesh anything but war, enmity, killing. Verse 13, for if you are living according to the flesh, you must die. But if by the Spirit, this is whom you owe everything. If by the Spirit you are putting to death the deeds of the body, you will live. So you don't owe the flesh anything. Rather, you owe the Spirit everything. Verse 11, you owe Him your future resurrection. Verse 13, you owe Him every ounce of energy that goes into persevering unto that resurrection. If you make it to that resurrection, you owe it to the Spirit, not the flesh. And in that resurrection, you will owe it to the Spirit, not the flesh. We are not debtors to the flesh. Don't pay for your own destruction. Don't switch sides and go over to the flesh and kill yourself in doing it. You owe Him nothing but war. And you owe the Spirit everything. He's the one who enables you to make war on the flesh and kill the deeds of the body. And He's the one who will one day bring it all to consummation by raising us from the dead into everlasting joy and life. If you try this morning or any time to survive as a Christian any other way than by the Spirit, as verse 13 says, by the Spirit. If you try to survive as a Christian any other way than by the Spirit, you will die.
How does Paul make Christ look great? Answer: by experiencing Christ as such a treasure that everything else in his life is as nothing by comparison. I count everything, money, as loss, food as loss, looks as loss, friends as loss, family as loss, job and success as loss, graduation as loss, in comparison with the treasure that Christ has become for me. How do you make Christ look great in your life and thus not waste it? Money is given to you so that you might use money in a way that shows money is not your treasure. Christ is. Food is given to you so that you might eat it in such a way that it will be plain. Food is not your treasure. Christ is. Friends, family are given to you so that you might live with them in such a way that it will be plain to the world they are not your treasure. Christ is. Computers, toys, houses, land, cars are given to you so that you might use them in such a way that it will be plain to the world. These are not your treasure. Christ is. You talk about lifestyle implications. Wartime living. The way we display the supreme worth of Jesus is by treasuring him above all things and then making choices which make the joy we have in his supreme worth manifest. Get it. Get it. And if he is not that for you tonight, if he's not that treasure for you, pray all night if you have to, that your heart would be so changed that you would now treasure Jesus above everything in your life.
Persecuted, but not abandoned. Struck down, but not destroyed. Throughout history, Christians have been arrested, beaten, and murdered for their faith. Today, the persecution continues. The Voice of the Martyrs is serving the persecuted church wherever believers suffer for the name of Jesus Christ. The Voice of the Martyrs.